Hello to all the ghoul enthusiasts and spook aficionados. It's Wes. I'm back with another video for Halloween 2022. This one's going to be a little bit shorter than all my previous videos where it's kind of a deep dive into the event, showing you guys what's going on, what to expect, and if you're not able to get there, to be able to enjoy the stuff yourself. This time I wasn't able to record this one. There's no recording allowed within it, and I understand it. It takes away from the experience because I'm talking about Urban Death, Tour of Terror. This thing, it's mind-blowing. It takes place at Zombie Joe's Underground Theater. It is a horror-based theater, and I didn't know what to expect when I went there. I had a little bit of what to expect. So Urban Death came to Midsummer Scream the first year I went. So what was that, 5 years ago, something like that. And I'm like, okay, it's 18 and over, and I'm going to go sit and watch it. And they don't pull any punches with the content that they provide. It is very adult in nature at times. It doesn't shy away from the macabre, and I really, it's so hard to describe this. It has things having to do with suicide. It has things having to do with murder. It has things having to do with traditional horror. It has amazing artistic value to it. But here, let them tell you what you'll experience at this event.
Rules. This is a self-guided flashlight tour. You will be given a dim flashlight and lit in groups of no more than 3 people at a time, and you will make your way through a pitch-black maze. There are white arrows on the walls of the maze, pointing in the correct... The maze is more of a path, and you never have to push, crawl, or shove your way to get through it. When you reach the theater, you will relinquish your flashlight and find a seat, either on the floor or on the risers. If you prefer to stand, please along the walls. Do not cross the caution tape. You can get right up to it, but do not cross it. Once all the guests have arrived in the theater, you will witness a short show. At the end of the show, you will be handed back your flashlight, and you will make your way back through the maze, this time going the opposite direction the arrows are pointing. Please do not touch or harass the actors. There is no photography or videography allowed. Turn your cell phones off and put them in your pocket, and do not pull them out for any reason. There are people watching from the shadows, and if they see you breaking these rules, you will be escorted out and you will not receive a refund. Lastly, please make sure your mask is covering your nose and mouth for the entirety of the experience, and do not remove it until you have exited the building. Thank you, and good luck.
Okay, so as you hear, when I saw it, it was just a show. And this time you actually walk through this little bit of a maze. So you go into this maze, and you're given a very dimly lit light, basically a black light, to like traverse your way through the maze. They recommend, I don't think they want to let anybody more than two, maybe 3 people in at a time. I went in by myself. There was things that happened to make me jump. There was things where I was, I don't know, I wouldn't say uneasy is the word, but I didn't want to come off doing the wrong thing in terms of where your mentality is, because there's nudity inside there. There's naked people, and you don't want to take that flashlight and put it where you're not supposed to be looking. So you kind of steer clear of things. But you go through these little rooms, and then this hallway, and you walk into a room that holds maybe 30 people, shoulder to shoulder. Walls are completely black. The whole room's black. There's a little bit of a performance going on already in the room when you get there. And then the show eventually starts once they get those 20, 30 people into the room. And it's just little snippets that go over and over, like not over and over, but different little snippets that happen. And like I said, if you're a fan of horror and macabre and nothing can get you off your seat or unsettle you, this is a great show. This show hits all those factors. It's supporting a small clientele of actors, so it's definitely worth checking out. It's not very expensive, but um, to tell you about some of the stuff, I mean, the artistic side of it is fantastic. There's not like watching a play where there's vocalizations to tell the story. A lot of this is portrayed with the actors' faces themselves. There's a guy that comes out with just this look of terror on his face, and he like gets this crazy smile, and he looks at you, and then he pulls out this gun, and he's just sitting there, and he gets all like commotional, and then puts the gun to his mouth, and the lights go black. So I mean, that's what I mean. It's something that will put you on the edge. There are things that, if you know of the nature, that are very two girls, one cup going on with it. There's a skit along those lines. There's a lot of hilarity to it as well. There's one that's really cool where a strobe light effect starts hitting, and you have these people come out with masks, and the masks start duplicating and floating all around your head and stuff. There's so many different things to do. Now, that's for the macabre. However, they do have nights where they have a family show. It's early. Make sure you come to the family show if you're bringing people under 18 or people that do get pushed off on this type of stuff, because the family show is really fun. It's still got things. There's no blood. There's no murder. There's no suicide. But it's still a little of the slight adult humor, is what I want to say on that. There's a skit of people that are testing who can have the bigger fart. And of course, as always goes, when you go big with the fart, somebody ends up going beyond the fart in their pants. You don't see anything, but just, once again, actors on the face, the way they scoot away, you know what's going on. But yeah, there's two types of shows. It's really worth checking out. And I want to thank Zombie Joe's Underground for letting me be a part of the media night and coming out and checking out this show, because I didn't know what to expect, and seeing it was astounding. It was fantastic. I don't want to give away all the things. If you are within distance of Hollywood, you really should go check out this show if you do like that type of stuff. But once again, for the clips that you did see of the creatures, I want to thank Omni Adventures for being able to provide some of those so that I can give you just a little idea of what's going on at this show. And make sure you check out Omni Adventures. They're a big part of the show itself. And yeah, go subscribe to them, go like them. They got great video content, a lot of things focused on Halloween and horror. So with that, like I said, this was going to be a little short, teeny tiny video, not the big hour-long videos like most of the stuff that I put out, but I really wanted to get out how great urban death is. So as always, if you guys like the video, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the comments. If you have any other questions about it or anything, drop a comment below. I will try to answer what I can for you on that. And yeah, you guys keep ghouling on, and I will see you on the next video.